When you lose a child who is all your world and is all your purpose, you realize that's all you have. And people take it for granted. I hear people talking about their children and how busy they are, taking them to this sports practice, and I'm running here and I'm doing this. But they don't realize the things they think are so bad, that's their true happiness.
My name's Mark Schrader. I'm a bartender at Shannon's Saloon in Ellicott City, and I used to be Mark the Shark Schrader in the world of professional wrestling. Ever since I was in 3rd, 4th grade, all I ever wanted to do was become a professional wrestler. That was my dream. So everybody else wanted to be a policeman, a fireman, whatever. I want to be a wrestler. I also can't run, I can't throw, and I can't catch. So most of the sports that people like, I wasn't fit for. In 1993, my girlfriend and I were driving around looking for a place to park and have fun, and I stumbled on the Monster Factory in Glen Burnie. I remember going home and my dad saying to me, "You signed up to be a pro wrestler, you could win Moron of the Year." But yet, I followed through. When you're in a business like pro wrestling, you make sacrifices and you do things that affect other parts of your life, and you give up wonderful things to continue to fulfill this dream, like a drug. Luckily, I had enough common sense at the time to give it all up in 2003. Abby was born in 2000, and I knew that this was not going to work raising a child. At the time, being as young as I was, I had no concept nor interest in becoming a father. I wasn't the most faithful boyfriend in the world, and I didn't accept the fatherhood thing at all in the beginning. When Abby was born, she was born what they call a floppy baby. She had very low muscle tone and eventually became out as central nuclear myopathy. Growing up, all the sports, running, throwing, catching, she couldn't do. And she had a little bit of a speech impediment. So it was kind of hard to understand her sometimes. So a lot of kids in her school just avoided her because she was not like other kids. But her brain was fine. She had a great brain. She was doing math that I could not even comprehend. She had personality and charisma galore, and she could cuss like a sailor. Oh my God, she could cuss. If I didn't have Abby, I would probably be a lot worse than I am now, a lot more empty. I knew Abby needed my strength, so I gave that to her instead of putting it into the bars or women or whatever. It totally changed my life. And that's why it was so hard when Abby went, because she was my whole world. And I remember saying to Abby before she had the surgery, I said, "What happens if you die? What do I do?" She goes, "I don't know, Daddy, but you got to understand, this is what I want."
Hello. So tomorrow I'm getting jaw surgery to correct the way that my jaw's growing. So my jaw's growing basically like this. I don't know if you can see it, but basically this part is where my teeth are not coming together when my mouth is closed, and the back part is. And it's all because of the my forward tongue thrust.
She was like, "But Daddy, that's what's going to make me happy. And if it doesn't work, then I'm okay going." Because she wasn't happy being in the body she was in. We don't even think about having a good jawline, be able to speak without an impediment. All those things we take for granted, that's what she aspired to. They did the surgery and they had the tube down her. Well, the doctor wanted the tube out
and Abby wasn't ready to have the tube out. Her diaphragm wasn't strong enough to get the air in and out of her lungs. So she had 3 heart attacks in a row. She was in NICU for the first 11 days of her life, and then she was in intensive care for the last 11 days of her life. In this world, we're stuck with these bodies. If the afterlife, what people say is the afterlife, you don't need your body. It's your soul, it's your mind, it's your spirit. And all those things about Abby were beautiful. She's happier now. She's free now. So I lost my daughter in 2017. My dad died in 2018, and my mom died in 2020. I basically lost everybody in 3 years. My view on life has totally changed with Abby being gone. After Abby passed, it was such a shock. So unexpected. Now my whole world has changed. She was the reason I got up. She was the reason I went to work. She was everything that I lived for. And now she's gone. Now what do? Now you have to find the new normal. Now you have to find a reason to go to work. You have to find a reason to keep living. Every day you get up and try to find a reason not to blow your brains out. Every day you think about killing yourself. Every single day you have to fight not to end it, because you don't know what to do with yourself. You eat because you have to. You don't even enjoy it. You don't enjoy watching TV. You don't enjoy anything in life. You have to go to work. You have to make a living. You have to take care of yourself. As time passes, you cry less. You run out of tears. And then people get tired of hearing about it too. Okay, she died. It's over with. Go, move on. Well, that's not how it works. It doesn't end that quickly for you. But people's patience does end. So you have to put on this strong face every single day. You have to get on with life. You have to put on this persona that you're okay. It doesn't work that way. You know, you're struggling inside. You put on a face every day. You put on an act every day. They have no idea the pain that I'm suffering. And it is a great escape to put on this character behind the bar and have everybody have a good time. Everybody leaves drunk and happy and full of food. They had a wonderful night. They go home, they're happy as can be. And that is a pleasure. That show kind of gets me through it. You know, there is a little bit of happiness in that, making other people happy. That's about the best I got right now. I can't make myself happy. So at least when you make other people happy, that's kind of nice. So now that Abby's gone, my life has been, you try to find happiness and trying to find things that interest you. Now I'm 53. Now I guess, sit around for the next 30 years waiting to die. Is that what you do? I've always enjoyed bike riding, and that gives me a sense of freedom. And I can be out on the road with my own thoughts and doing something physical, which I've always enjoyed. Because at this age, you can't really wrestle with people anymore without, jail time. I still shoot pool a little bit here and there, but it's not my passion. I certainly wouldn't go back to gambling. But you try to find those things just to occupy your time. And you're always looking for a hobby that just takes your mind off of it.